The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Morning, fellas. Guys, very good morning. Today is Tuesday, April 28th. Hey, Todd, Tuyen, Steven, guys, good morning. Markets are well up. Good morning, Dean, Randy, Sue, good morning. Steven, good morning. And markets are, I guess we're thinking that unless you're crude, we're thinking that Google's going to beat today, huh? In the overnight session, guys, we've got in the NASDAQ about 1,400 net buyers. We're getting a small pullback in here, but 1,400 net buyers. ES has about almost 6,000. Small sellers right now in gold, literally 14. Gold's been as low as 1706. Man, this overnight session, golly. We had virtually no movement in gold yesterday. A couple of small trades. Natural gas is continuing its assault higher. Yesterday had a move over $1. I am watching it. I will continue to watch as well. Crude needs a pullback somewhere. Hey, Jay, crude needs a pullback, in my opinion, somewhere near $12. But I think we're headed to single digits. Yeah, RB has bid. Look at natural gas. This move started yesterday. Natural gas is up probably 150 ticks since yesterday. I was not watching natural gas yesterday. I will pay attention to it today. FOMC starts today. I'm not sure what we have for news. I know what we have for earnings. Advanced goods, trade balance, wholesale inventories, not 4-star, but we do have news. Redbook retail sales, care less about. Consumer board, conference board, consumer confidence we have at 10. Big Google today, Juniper, Starbucks really cares. In any event, guys, we're chopping around sideways here for a while now. I would think we're looking for longs, but we're going to need a pullback for me. 89.03 is where it looks like NASDAQ can head right now. If it breaks below that, we could come back to 88.70. I would expect a retracement of this overnight move. And natural gas is remaining strongly bid. Just crazy. Crude has to get a pullback, fellas. Might not get above 11.10, but if we can break out maybe above 11.20, we'll see what we get. Gold, to me, looks like it wants to come down, but I don't have a trade. That's what I see for the moment, guys. We do have another 9,000 sellers in crude in the front month. I just don't think that there are any buyers for the June contract. Natural gas, guys, has rolled to June if you trade it. I believe copper rolled as well. Let me quickly read the disclaimer, and we'll go. U.S. government required disclaimer. Futures and options trading has large potential rewards, but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the futures and options markets. Do not trade with money you can't afford to lose. This website is neither a solicitation nor an offer to buy or sell futures or options. No representation is being made that any account will excuse me, or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed on the website. Past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. CFTC Rule 4.41, hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Since trades have not been executed, results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those shown. There is your disclaimer. If you guys are here on trial, good morning and welcome. Welcome back to the room. We had no new trial start today, so anybody that is here on trial, you're either concluding from last week or you began yesterday. Natural gas is going to break out again. Let me take a look at the VIX, which I'm sure is enormous overnight range in gold. VIX cash is down 4 1/3% at 31.86. VIX futures are down 3% at 32.88. Currently, Dow futures up 343, S&P up 35, NASDAQ up 88. Breaking out, guys. Take a look at the hourly on natural gas. And this move started at 7:30 this morning. It's up 60 ticks from 7:30. Man. Crude got a bid right at 8. There was a long at 79, 1079. Let's see. You turned the bot on last night in SIM. From 8:40 to 10:49, it was up 590. One contract. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to move to the West Coast to trade all these hours. Crude, if it can get above maybe 28 area, can trade to 1164, 91, 1205. If it gets above that 64, 65, it's going to trade. Next target up is 91. Natural gas would have to pull back for me. I can't buy it up here. But crude was a great trade. Anybody take it? I took it, fellas. Anybody take it? Okay, just Chris. I know most of you guys don't want to trade crude. Okay. I know it's volatile. Okay, Modar. I know some of you guys can't because of margin requirements. It's a live trade, guys. I took it with one. I put my target out at second target because I think this, I mean, we've got all kinds of noise in here. Gold came to that trend line. It's got to break below 21.4. Okay. It's holding the trend line. The technical analysis on natural gas, Stephen, is more buyers than sellers. I'm kidding. I have no idea. We double topped at 27. There, we're through 27.
Target filled.
First target hit, fellas. Again, this is why I prefer the 3-minute charts, not these small time frame charts, guys. Spiked up through second target. So it did its job. Bot did its job on the 3-minute. Got second target, 47 ticks, and then some. I've just moved out further, and this looks like it wants to pull back into support. 28 should now be support, right? 28 needs to hold, right? That was resistance for 2 days. Should be support now. I suggest to you guys you stay away from the small time frame stuff. Bonds is on the cusp of getting second target. Crude should pull back at least into 27.
Order filled.
All right, I'm out. This could stop here and bounce on the next candle, but 78 ticks, fellas. Would have been, again, second target was hit. $246 million right now is the initial opening imbalance. How do you know I don't, Joe? So one of the questions one of the members just asked is, why don't I take them live? How do you know I don't? That's the question. What I'm trying to instill in all of you guys, see, here's the problem. Like that crude trade, I took the crude trade. Does that make it a good trade? If I take it with 3 contracts opposed to 1 contract, does that make it a better trade? So the issue is, what I don't want is, because I may or may not take a trade, for you or anybody in the room to say, oh, Bob took the trade, that must be a good trade. Bob didn't take the trade, that must be a bad trade. I'm teaching and explaining to you guys as I go what I'm seeing, allowing for you as an individual to make up your own mind as to the appropriateness for your account, right? So for instance, on the 3-minute chart, that trade was a 47 tick stop, $470 per contract as defined by the bot. Can you withstand a 47 tick stop? I'm not asking you to answer. This is all, hypothetical here. I can't answer that. So again, the issue is, if I take a trade live, I assure you completely, there are people that would say, or let me rephrase that. If you all knew, if I took a trade live, there are people here that would construe that as, that's the trade to take. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not, again, I'm telling you what I see on every single trade. You guys as traders have to determine, is it a trade I want to take? I may be taking them and not showing them or sharing them. I show them in Sim. Does that make sense? I don't want the onus to be on me. Bob took it, I should take it. Bob didn't take it, I should pass. Does that make sense? Otherwise, why teach? What's the point of me teaching anything? I'll just put my charts on the screen and trade, and you guys can all just follow along. That's not what you want. I wouldn't think. Am I wrong? You know, for instance, crude. I took the crude trade. I mean, if you guys listen, you guys can, you'll hear order filled. You guys should be able to hear it. But nobody will trade crude. Why? Just like Jimmy, STD, scared to death. I'm not taking along. Why? Price only goes in one direction? Never. Never. So I took the trade long. Will I take a short? Yeah, sure, absolutely. I agree with Jimmy. I prefer the shorts. But again, that's why I allow you guys to make the decisions for yourselves. I mean, I get the COVID and I'm gone for 3 weeks. You guys are on your own. You better know what you're doing. And none of them that can trade, Chad. That's the problem. Guys, for months, I have been extolling the virtue of the 3 minutes. Months. Not just today. Months. I've been telling you folks, stay away from the small time frame stuff. Now, let me ask you guys a question, because we're all smart and we all have the ability to analyze things. What could possibly be keeping gold in check? I don't know. FOMC? We don't know what they're going to say tomorrow. I suspect the dollar is going to get blasted this week. Gold came down last night and tested close to that 1700 range. We should trade close to 1750. Now, none of us in here are really swing traders or position traders. But gold can get close to 1800. Look at a chart. Gold should get near 1800. Does that mean today? Hell no. I don't know that. If I did, trust me, I'd share it. But Joe, you asked a question, you didn't respond. I mean, does that make sense, what I'm saying? I want you guys to learn to trade for yourself. I want you guys to be able to deduce trades on your own. On every single suggestion I make, I tell you, the bot is going to go long or short, whatever. I like this trade. I don't. If you pay attention to what I'm saying, I think you guys will benefit. And if I do take the trade live and show it to you, it's generally after the trade. Because again, I don't want you guys just saying blindly, I'm going to blindly follow Bob. I don't want you guys blindly following. First target hit on the ES on the 3 minute. Gold is short on the 3 minute as well. Again, I prefer the bigger time frames. The stops are big. On the 3 minute here, you're at 50 ticks.
Order filled.
Crude. I turned the 500 tick on. Just for the hell of it. 3 minute hasn't rolled yet. Here comes that 02 on the ES. RB has gotten blasted. Gold is still holding that rising trend line, but a break below 21.5. Gold's coming down to 16. ES, it's gone. I've used the break even button on the ES. It's break even +1. NASDAQ's getting a bounce. YM not yet. So we're below the trend line on gold. It's pushing up against that trend line again and it's trying to push through. Russell's trying to short as well on the 3-minute. NASDAQ, you can take a long on the NASDAQ on the next candle on a move above 89
Order filled.
half. There's the next candle. You have a long in the NASDAQ at 89 half on the move up. It's moving lower again, but we finished at 1.3, almost 4 billion to buy. Crude is holding some support right here. 20. If 20 breaks, it's coming quickly. ES got to 02. If 02 breaks, we come 28.98. Did anybody take that ES short on the open at 08?
Quarterly, France going to decide on reopening restaurants and cafes at the end of May.
France going to decide at the end of May on reopening cafes and restaurants. O2 breaks, it's coming to 98. Still holding 02, 29.02. Nothing's turned up yet.
French Prime Minister just saying 7. France will unveil a map of departments and strict restrictions after the lockdown. President Trump tweets saying menace to safely and quickly reopen.
Still holding that O2, fellas. That's got a break on the ES. I can see it. Oh, Russell shorted as well on the 3-minute. Russell short.
IBM board approving an increase in its quarterly cash dividend for the 25th consecutive year.
One tick to first target on that Russell. one tick. 40. Got 40, not 41. All right, guys. YM is a long with a stop at 03. 30 with an 03. 31 with an 03. Anybody wants a YM trade?
Target filled.
Russell got first. Jesus, come on, you. Gone break even +1 on the Russell. I'm waiting for this YM. NASDAQ, I've got nothing either.
Target filled.
There's first target on gold.
Order filled.
All right, there's your YM, guys. Your target on YM could get all the way up to 407 again. First target maybe 460. Gold's gone break even +1 on the 3-minute. Another winning trade on the 3-minute. Again, RB's getting a bid. ES trying again. Okay, Todd. ES should get this target, this second target. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Rick, we'll have to get together. You'll have to show me how you're using that. Gold is moving into that second target, 50 ticks. Guys, YM is going to go back up. All right, out on Russell, first target only.
Stop filled.
Out on ES, first target only. Still in crude, bot still in gold. Look at the ES, guys. I mean the YM. Anybody in the YM? There's 48. First target would be 60. Final target 24,407. Okay, Floyd. Should get back up to 410 to 20. Last area of resistance, you got small resistance at 56 and 64. First target I had was 60. NASDAQ doesn't want to do a dang thing. Nothing. I have no, here we go on the NASDAQ. It's trying. NASDAQ, I mean, I can give you a long right now, 66, but your stop is 50. Target is 77. Gold broke its opening range low right into VWAP, which kind of stinks. 19 is final target, as you can see. Anybody long YM or NASDAQ at 66? 77 is target 1 on NASDAQ, and then it's freebie from there. NASDAQ just has to get up through 72. It's a joke how slow we are. 1 point almost 4 billion to buy, and we're dead slow. NASDAQ went about 5 points so far.
Target filled.
Both targets hit on gold. Gold's up 1,900. 2 trades. Again, this goes back to what I said earlier, guys. I prefer the 3 minutes right now. They'll keep you out of this mess. Gold's headed to 16. These smaller charts, the 377 on gold, the 500 tick on crude, bonds are still bid. Crude's got to get down through this 20. Here comes 16 on gold.
Stop filled.
Out on crude. Again, the 500 tick, fellas. There are nothing's in a trade. There are no bot trades at the moment. I've shown you guys every bot trade. Crude is longs. Above 13 bucks. I told you guys. 14, you got a target up near 14 bucks on crude. Thank you, Stephen. Well, they're easy to trade when they move. Stop can go to 53 and trade them as you see fit. It's a nice trade. NASDAQ longs. I got NASDAQ longs, guys. I don't have it in shorts. And it should still get to that 7 news at 10. What do we have at 10 again? Consumer confidence. Okay, thank you, V. One more burst up on crude, and that's next move higher here. There you go. Stop can go to 61 on crude, 6-1. One more 15 range can. Yeah. Stop can now go to 6-9. You can actually go to 78 on crude, 78. It's a monster trade, guys. 78. One more candle, you'll go to 91. But again, trade as you see fit. I do have it. I would expect a retracement. It's got to get up through 32 and you can go to 91. Through 32, you go to 91. It's got to break 25. There you go. Come on. And then 32. 25 and 32. NASDAQ failed again. Jesus. YM is basically flat since the open. We had the press down and then flat. It's not started to move up again. It had a nice move. It looks like it got to 58, 59. My first target was 60. Look at gold, 11 bucks. You got to be kidding me. It's got to pop this 32. Above 32, your stop. Yeah. Russell's actually finding buyers. There you go. Stop now on crude, 91. Anybody still in crude? Is there anybody still in crude? Okay. You can move stop to 13. Gold's going to test those lows before 10 o'clock. That's just insane. What an insane move.
Order filled.
Take a look at natural gas again.
90 seconds, the top of our hour, up, our next lead is for confidence reading. 87, sharp top, 20 the prior month. A little ahead of that, we've got Richmond Fed Manufacturing Index for April expected at minus 42 after a plus 2 meeting in March.
Dow futures up 234, S&P up 25, NASDAQ up 4 points. Minus 53. Worse than the minus 42 expected. Wow.
Confidence at 80.9, about in line with 87 expected.
We can't even get a bounce up.
Markets, the S&P futures at 28.94 now on the 29.1350 high futures. The Dow
There's our bounce off VWAP here. Barely.
Richmond ministers bill to extend the state of emergency to July 23rd in France.
State of emergency in France, or the French have put forth a bill to keep the state of emergency until July 23rd. They're just blowing everything out. Look at gold. Jeez. Russell lost the buyers they had. Everything's getting sold right now, fellas. Everything. Gold below 1706 is going to get walloped. So it did its job, got second target there. 3 minute is attempting to roll. Almighty, look at this. Now you got some buyers in gold. If gold gets through 16.5, guys, it's good to go. It will get 18 through 16.5. All right, Rick, thank you. Come on, got the 16.2. Yeah, there's gold failed again. Got to 16.2 and dropped 20 ticks. They're going to sell. They're going to just blow. They're just going to blow.
Order.
They're going to blow everything they can out. They're just going to blow everything out. There's nothing I can do, guys. Other than, I guess there was a nice short back at 74, but other than watch this crap. I would have thought that we would have bid today and tomorrow. Bonds going to that target. Russian President Putin saying new cases of coronavirus have stabilized. They're going to get more free money. Okay, Rick. And gold is trying again. Here it goes to that 18. Break 16.5 here if anybody's still holding gold.
Concluding negotiations for new trade agreements.
There's gold. Come on, break right now. Come on, buddy. 18. Should get 17, 18, guys. Just an ugly trade.
telling us average fair recommendations might be fifth on easing of coronavirus measures.
Anybody short crude? Guys, I have no interest in these indices. None. Every long has failed. It doesn't go. There are some buyers, but anybody short crude?
Quarterly Boeing facing criminal and civil inquiries into the 737 MAX production issues, according to sources.
Boeing facing criminal and civil issues on the 737 MAX.
Design MAX jets inspected.
Boeing finds debris in roughly half of the 737 MAX jets inspected. This 15 range candle, jeez, gold. Still doesn't want to get there.
Press report that the FAA is contemplating a fine and other enforcement actions against Boeing.
FAA considering a fine and other enforcement actions against Boeing. Hit first target on the 3 minute.
Target filled.
There you go.
Had expanded debris checks in undelivered 737 MAX aircraft beyond the fuel tanks after debris had been found in 2/3 of the inspected at that time.
Versus the government to prepare more economic support measures.
Guys, I put that target there because of VWAP. Short NASDAQ. 40.41 short NASDAQ. $28.50 first target. Stop is 49. You can drop stop to 48. $47 stop. Never mind. It's going to get first target right now. There's first target. 41 to 28. It's free. It's free at this point.
Territory alongside the Dow.
Break even, free.
You need a firm up down about 5 basis points and 10-year yield now back below or towards 61 basis points. The 2 10-year spread narrowing by about 2 basis points on the day. European forces giving back some gains as we push towards the close in about a half hour's time. The DAX up about 0.75% now. The lows of the afternoon there for the European equity markets.
Both targets hit on the 3 minute. Again, you see why I suggest the 3 minute, guys? The 3 minute. I know the stops are bigger, but guess what? It keeps you out of the chop. One more 15 range candle on crude. There it is. This should drag all the way down to that final target. Anybody short NASDAQ? Finally caught a short. Anybody short? Okay, a bunch of you guys. Okay, Rick.
Stop filled.
Okay, out on crude.
Order filled.
Done with crude. Guys, I've not seen a day where we've had, a straight sell and the bots didn't get a long trade. Every single bot is green, but it does not, with the exception of gold, I don't think anything can take another trade. I don't see how. We would have to have a massive move up. Nothing is close to a massive move up. I have no interest really in these indices. We really can't get a bounce high enough. I'd need a bounce back into the 30s on the NASDAQ and a rollover. Crude is tradable.
Order filled.
Crude is tradable. Let me look at natural gas. And there was a short 57 with an 88 or a 68. Canadian dollar has rolled over pretty good too. That's a short 6C. Hang on, guys. Here, if you elect, done with bots. I've shut gold off. Why would I shut it off? I mean, I like the 3-minute long. Gold is up 1,900 on 2 trades. It's off. Russell's up 210. Silver took no trades today. NASDAQ, believe it or not, took no trades today. We've been in a straight sell-off, obviously, all morning, and you'll notice here the short started at 906. Now, I could have taken that 9.9 short manually, but it gave this trade here against a green background. So the NASDAQ did not take a trade today. But again, those of you guys that are looking to trade, fully automated, you take the trades when it gives you the trades and you disregard when it doesn't. It is kind of what it is. Crude on the 3-minute was up 13.10. And the ES on the 3-minute is up 337. Now, crude on the 500 tick today was up 380. But again, 337.50 on the ES, one trade, and it stayed in shorts all day. Now, my stop, I used the break even. It went up and took out the break even, be that as it may. But gold had another good day. This 3-minute on gold. Gold. Where is that? This has been a humongously profitable chart for a long, long time. The 377 that we talk about has been historically the first trade after 8, which I took live and took a loss on 2 days in a row. But the probabilities are still well over 85% over the last month and change. But every bot on the 3-minute is green. That's why, again, I keep saying, look at the 3 minutes, look at the 3 minutes. If you don't like the stop, many of you may not, because they're bigger, then what do? Reduce contract size. Well, let me turn bonds off. Bonds never took a trade either today. And then this is my live account, one of 2 that I trade. Guys, I've done very little today. I just kept waiting for the bounce back long, and we just never really got it. Between today and tomorrow, we have Google today. I know we have Facebook tomorrow. We have some big ones tomorrow as well, Wednesday. Qualcomm tomorrow, Microsoft tomorrow, Tesla tomorrow, eBay, Facebook after the close. And then on Thursday, we have Amazon after the close. Got target on gold. I'm just not getting them with the indices. I missed a nice short at lunch 5 minutes ago at 31. Anybody have any questions, guys? Anybody hold gold? NASDAQ got to almost first target and sold. Good Lord. You held it to 20? Nice job. What it's worth, I did not take this trade. But again, another 3-minute winner. 38 ticks, first target. 63 second. Hang on, guys, 1 second. Anybody have any questions? Nobody has any questions. Nothing. We're ready to wrap it up. Nobody has anything? Nothing, fellas. All right, guys. Well, listen, have a blessed day, and I will see you all in the room tomorrow. If anybody needs me, call me, email me, or Skype me. You are long NQ. I still like. Listen, I still think that this is going to get a pop. That's my opinion. Again,